Governor Ron DeSantis says the project would house up to 2,000 detainees, and it's sparking national debate. State Representative Angie Nixon from Jacksonville, one of the many outspoken critics, made headlines about it on CNN.
They're simply just trying to make modern day concentration camps, which is not what the American people asked for.
And our Sydney DeShawn sat down with Nixon tonight to get her reaction as the state moves forward with this controversial plan. Sydney.
Yeah, guys, I spoke with State Representative Angie Nixon as debate intensifies over Florida's expanding immigration enforcement. She appeared on CNN during coverage of President Trump's visit to a new immigration center in the Everglades, nicknamed Alligator Alcatraz. Now focus is shifting to a similar facility planned at Camp Blanding. A new $450 million ICE detention facility dubbed Alligator Alcatraz, now operational in the Everglades, with plans for a second site at Camp Blanding near Starke, just 30 miles south of Jacksonville. The Camp Blanding facility expecting to hold up to 2,000 detainees, according to Governor Ron DeSantis.
Now it's coming to our backyard, and the fact remains that these are makeshift concentration camps.
State Representative Angie Nixon says the project cuts deep, and she believes it's a misuse of taxpayer dollars and a threat to American values.
Especially down south in Alligator Alcatraz. Once upon a time, they were babies that were fed to alligators. So this is personal. And not only that, even if I was not a descendant of slaves, I would be upset because this is not how you treat people.
Nixon argues that $450 million should be spent on community needs, not detention centers.
$450 million taxpayer dollars to fund torture. This is just solidifying Donald Trump's blueprint for America, which consists of barbed wire and broken families. What type of country have we become when we're allowing these type of inhumane practices to take place?
President Trump and Governor DeSantis say the facilities are necessary for immigration enforcement and public safety.
Very soon, this facility will house some of the most menacing migrants, some of the most vicious people on the planet. We're surrounded by miles of treacherous swampland, and the only way out is really deportation.
During his tour this week, President Trump calling the Everglades site a potential model for other states. And Governor DeSantis hopes other states will follow Florida's lead.
You'll have a lot of people that will deport on their own because they don't want to end up in an Alligator Alcatraz or some of those other places. So I think this is a model, but we need other states to step up.
And again, we know construction of the ICE detention center at Camp Blanding could begin as soon as next week. Sydney DeShawn, First Coast News, on your side.
Sydney, thank you. And hundreds of immigrants set to arrive tonight at a new detention center, Alligator Alcatraz, of course, as we've been talking about. Florida Republican Attorney General James Utmeyer made this social media post about 6 hours ago saying those people would arrive tonight. The governor says 3,000 people can be held there. The center was built in 8 days over 10 miles of Everglades.